We are back with another reflection on the daily Vedantic. Today's reflection is on the phrase, that which is forced is never forceful. So that which is forced, maybe trying to force someone you know to do something, trying to force an employee, a friend, a child to do something, is never full of force. It will always dissipate. That energy, that force, will exhaust itself, and over time it will not work. This is tied closely to the point in Vedanta that incentives don't work. Let's say you're leading a team at work. Let's say you are telling yourself, if I get to this point in my career, if I get to this milestone at the gym, then I'm going to get to have X, Y, Z. If I make it through today at the gym, then I'm going to go celebrate with ice cream. Those kinds of external motivations, those motivators outside of us, incentives, even though the entire world seems to try to run itself on incentives, every company. Incentives do not work over time. That external motivation will dissipate, will wane, and it will no longer be motivating. You'll just have to come up with more and more and more incentives. The downward loop is that those become demotivating over time. Those lose their force as well. What is different than incentives, though, is initiative. Initiative comes from within. Leading and aligning people around initiative, the energy grows over time, doesn't dissipate. It generates energy, more momentum over time. Incentive would be, build this company, you'll make $1 million. Initiative would be, start with this task because it's helpful to those around you, because of an identification with those around you, with your family, your community, your state, your country, the wider world. That is initiative, a mission to serve. Incentive is a mission to get. One fosters your ability, capacity to give. The other is just an accumulation and an attempt to get. One generates energy, and the other to get. There will be a voice in your head that says, I don't know if I should be getting more. I don't know if this is helpful to those around me. I think other people want what I have, and yet I'm still accumulating more. It is okay to get. There is no judgment in accruing wealth. Not within Vedanta, not between me and you. There is no judgment around that. But if your incentive is to get, if your motivation is around something external, you will tire yourself out. You will burn yourself out. Versus aligning yourself with an internal initiative. And it might be, I want to make this tiny little widget because I can make it better than anyone else. And then I can sell it because I'm wired to both make and engineer and to advocate the sale of something useful. That could generate immense wealth. And yet you do it from a place of initiative. In fact, you'll increase your chances of it generating wealth for you, doing it from a place of initiative. So how is that tied to that which is forced is not forceful? When you can cultivate an initiative within a child, within a friend, the rationality to care for each other, cultivating, let's say, the reason, the rationality, the discernment in a 6-year-old child to care for their siblings. But cultivating initiative, the rationality, the reasoning to care is far better than saying you must care about your siblings, your classmates, your parents. Cultivating that initiative enables this internal force. And that internal force, well, that's on your way to being full of force. That which is forced is not forceful. But a cultivation of initiative that's full of a force that generates more and more energy over time. That's today's daily reflection on the Daily Vedantic.